What makes a good one? I mean, because maybe you think like, oh, I could go out there and shuffle and groan. You know, how do these guys make it work?
How do the zombies make it work to be good zombies?
What's a good zombie?
Oh, well, we have zombie school, and I grade everybody. We grade them on their look, and we grade them on their performance. And one thing I learned from George Romero was, if you demonstrate a zombie walk for 100 people, they'll all do the exact same thing. So what we do is, they're actors in the episodes just like these guys are. So when these guys are interacting with them, they're doing scenes with the principal cast. So they have to be good performers and they have to bring their characters to life. So we work with them pretty specifically to make sure. I have a little book that has pictures of every person that plays a walker, and I handpick each one. Like the RV walker that Andrea stabs in the eye. He was great. All that stuff. We handpick those people, and then we do their makeups, but they have to be able to act, and it's important.
We found one good one at a bar, actually.
Yeah. The guy, if you saw last week's episode, when our heroes escape Woodbury, and there's that one hideous bald walker that turns and looks into Woodbury, that guy, we found him at a bar we were drinking one night.
Dang, are you sure?
I thought it was a Coke. Oh, that's hilarious. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we're going to be drunk in about 10 minutes.
This thing?
I'm just trying to catch up to you guys. Impossible.
What's been what's been your favorite scene to shoot this season?
Favorite scene to shoot? Yeah, the first episode, all the kick-ass stuff. The most fun thing is probably getting up to that walker where I rip his mask off and because I love that reaction. That's what you do. You'd be in that world and you'd get a really good kill and you'd still be completely thrilled and be like, did you see that? It's all those moments of making it still real and celebrating something.
Can you recreate the scene with the governor?
What the hell?
Dude.
Wow. Stephen, is it safe to...
You should recreate the scene with the governor.
Stephen, is it safe to assume your favorite was ripping that arm out and fucking giving it to that guy?
She gave it to that guy.
No, when you
I ripped the arm out. That was awesome. That was a great day. Just cause you just do what you think you're supposed to do to get a bone out of an arm, and they made an arm so real that as I was ripping it, I was just like, ugh. And what was cool about it is that is what you would do as well.
Well, we made the bones out of resin, and we put the bones in the mold, and then we put fake muscle material around it, and then poured silicone around the whole arm. So when he actually broke it and ripped into it, there was all these different layers of meat inside it. So we actually made it hard for him to do because we wanted it to be real. So then we had the fake fake bone pieces.
Yeah, just like ripping it out and just digging in there with your fingers and
Our shop in Georgia, we have the gas mask walker, and we have Dead Penny. We have the Michonne's pets heads, all the heads from the fish tanks are all sitting on shelves in our shop.
What the walker that you took out in the scene, that was a crew member, right?
Yeah, so we have a stunt coordinator. His name is Russell Towery, and he used to be the stunt. He used to be RoboCop. He was RoboCop. He's awesome, but the dude is the nicest guy, and he's hilarious. So I'm sitting there trying to be in the moment, and sometimes I can't control how hard I'm throwing my arms, and so I have a wooden thing on my arm, and I jacked him in the head maybe 3 or 4 times. And the best part is that you're seriously in this moment, you're like, I'm gonna kill this fucking walker, this sucks. And this guy, and he's coming at me as an actor, as a walker, but then he gets hit in the head. He's like, ah, and then he's like, ah. Steve, you just gotta like, just don't, actually, fuck. Damn it. And then like, you know, it breaks the reality, but it's hilarious.
I'm trying to find the picture. When after Steve did that scene where he breaks off the chair and rips that wook to shit, we went into the room and we pretended to take a nap with the body. And I have a picture, but I can't find it.
Oh, hey, no, that's.
Oh.
There's only 4 of us. I mean, and 5 of us.
I'm the help. I'm the help. It's cool.
That's all you.
Thanks, dude.
Can we get it on the camera?
Wait, you're take it over there. Yes, Heinz Ward was a walker last week. He was in when they break out of the of Woodbury. Wait, can you focus on that? That's not gonna work.
Just another day.
Well,
The best is when we'll be sitting at a restaurant or a bar and we'll be talking about the show. We have to be very cautious because we don't want to ruin stuff and we don't know who's going to be listening. But a lot of times we'll be like, hey man, so like when you chop that person's head off tomorrow, what weapon do you want to use? And then when we first started the show, people would be at the next table and they'd be like, and they're like, oh yeah, and I've had meetings with directors and shit where I forget what the hell the movie was, but it was Drag Me to Hell. I was meeting with Sam Raimi, and we were talking about the fight in the car when Christine bashes the shit out of Mrs. Ganoush, and I'm sitting there with Sam Raimi. We're like, okay, so when you bash the old lady's head into the steering wheel, do you want her teeth to come out? And are you gonna stab her in the face with a stapler? And the people at the next table were like, what the fuck are they talking about? I just want one day for some little old lady to just go, oh, and just get up and run out. Yeah, bitch, we're coming after you.
but I'm guessing that the towns and area where you shoot, they've really embraced you guys being there, right?
Yeah, we have. I mean, the coffee shop has like Walker Blend coffee, and
You guys want to hear a crazy, actual Norman transcending Daryl story?
so I'm scared right now.
Remember so Norman got hurt on set due to some, excess flailing, and he got cut on the head, like really bad. He was profusely bleeding. And then I'll let Norman finish this because this is like a fucking badass story.
Wow, that was a crazy day. I got hurt and had stitches across my forehead, so I stand up and blood's coming down and everyone's freaking out and they rushed me to the hospital and you already have so much blood all over us, like fake blood. So I come, barging in the hospital, people are like, oh my God, they're covered in blood. So I get the stitches and then I come, they take me back to set, I get the day off. Take me back to set and then a Teamster's driving a van that I'm in the front seat and someone's driving my car back to my apartment, right? So I have stitches, I'm all out of it. We leave set, we go up over a hill, and there's an 18-wheeler on its side in a ditch. And there's some old, there's like telephone poles hit and stuff. And this old lady's in the road going, he's trapped behind the wheel, I think he had a heart attack. So I jump out of the van, pull this big, fat, sweaty guy out of the side of a truck. That's what you're talking about, right? Yeah. All right. So I pull this big fat sweaty guy out of the sideways 18-wheeler and put him on the ground. And I'm like, are you with me? Are you with me? And he's so out of it. And then people are starting to stop their cars. And then an ambulance finally comes and is running over and he goes, did I just take you to the hospital? I go, yeah, but it's not me, it's him. And then he starts cutting open his shirt, and then people started taking pictures, and so we took off. But it was the weirdest fucking day.
Impressive. Did that end up on CNN? Did any of that end up on CNN when he was the hero?
No,
No, it didn't?
Nobody ever knew.
Yeah, we kept
That was just, he's just a hero. We love him.
I think I was on Vicodin or something.
Because Steven here has a story that ended up on CNN that I think you should share.
End up on CNN.
I think you should share about your experience with the tick.
This would be great.
Here, I'll start it. So, because the first 2 seasons, we were shooting outside in the woods. Season 3, the greatest advancement was we had air conditioning because the sets for the prison and everything were air conditioned, but mostly we were shooting outside. And one of the things you have to do when you're done shooting is go home and take all your clothes off and make sure you don't have any ticks. Because we were shooting in the woods, and you'd come home and you'd be like, what the hell is that? And you'd have to, and they give you like a little kit. You have to use tweezers and you gotta pull it so that you pull the head out so you don't get sick. So you have to do tick checks when you get home from work. I've offered for a few people in the crew to give them tick checks, but no
takers.
You can give me a Tic Tac.
Really?
Now. No.
I think she'll give you a tick check.
I think I said Tic Tac. Sorry, go ahead with this one.
So to go off of that, essentially what happened was I was doing a tick check and I didn't have any ticks, so I was like, I'm chilling. So I drove home and I went home and I was like doodling around the apartment for a while, and then I went to take a shower. And when you take a shower, you take your clothes off. And so when I took my clothes off, as a guy, you check to see if things are intact, like just on a daily basis. Like you see if it's there. I was looking there at my other me, and on my other knee there was a guest. It was like a big fat ass tick on the tip of my knob. And I freaked out, first of all. Freaked out. But the greatest thing is that this guy really wanted to be there. And I could hold him, I'm gonna say it's a woman, because that makes me feel better. I could hold her, or it, by its body, and then also hold me. So I could like puppeteer myself with this tick. So I'm freaking out. I pull it off. I put it on the tape on the sink, and then it starts running away, so I burn the shit out of that bitch. And then I went and took a shower, and in the shower, I just started laughing hysterically, because all I could think of was like, I'm glad that it happened to me. And at that time, it would have been either me or John Bernthal, because we would be the only two in the entire set that would ever share with everyone that happened. Everyone would be too fucking embarrassed to ever tell anyone that they had a tick on their dick. But for me, I was like, that, the universe let me have that so that I could share that with the world.
This job.
I'm just thinking of others. I'm thinking of others. You know what I mean? I like to share.
I love when you came up to me on set the next day, you're like, I had a tickle on my pickle. Wait, what? And then the story gets better.
It's so gross.
It's gross. It's gross. Well, why don't we take some of the questions from the audience that you guys submitted beforehand that we have for some of you guys individually. Let's see. We have, for Greg, how